Howdy folks. So I'm going to try to post more on here just about random topics that interest me to talk about. So stay tuned for that. I might randomly disappear at some point because I'm on sea duty right now until February of 2023. So I could deploy and be gone for a while, which I know anything like 6 months might as well be a million years for the internet. So we'll see how this goes. But if you'd like to hear more about that, let me know. That'd have to be like its own separate video. So over the years, I, like most of you I'm sure, have consumed a lot of content. I've always had a thing for movies and television, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't gravitate towards the more mature content. With a huge uptick in straight-to-streaming movies and TV shows over the last half-decade or so, I feel that creators have really been able to push the boundaries when it comes to gratuitous violence, especially when compared to syndicated television. A death scene that has haunted me for years and that I think about way too often actually belongs to 2007's Michael Clayton. The film stars George Clooney, Tom Wilkinson, Tilda Swinton, and Sidney Pollack, and was directed by Tony Gilroy. The synopsis, as written by IMDb, states, a law firm brings in its fixer to remedy the situation after a lawyer has a breakdown while representing a chemical company that he knows is guilty in a multi-billion-dollar class action suit. Tom Wilkinson plays Arthur Edens, the lawyer having aforementioned mental breakdown. This particular scene, which has lived rent-free in my head for years, is actually extremely tame when it comes to gratuitous violence, but it's just the realism of it that sent me down many a schizophrenic rabbit hole nonetheless. We open up to Eden's apartment. As he's about to exit, he's tased by an assailant, falling back into the arms of a second intruder. He then gets sprayed in the mouth with some sort of anesthetic. In the way he reacts to this spray, it's like a snort kind of death rattle. I'll roll it right here. It's just haunting in itself. The cold and calculated way the assailants then move his limp body to his bathroom is another reason I think about this scene so much. To them, it's just a job. They're completely professional. They might as well be moving a fridge or mowing a lawn. There's no emotion involved whatsoever, and that's just chilling to me. It's the detached approach to taking a life that just traumatized me. And you're naive if you think that this stuff doesn't happen a lot more than we realize in the real world. So once they move him to the bathroom, they remove his shoes and socks and begin to administer some sort of intravenous poison. They make sure to inject him between the toes so as to leave less evidence for the coroner, and then they sabotage his pills in his medicine cabinet to make it appear as an accidental overdose. They then wait patiently for his pulse to stop. Once it does, they put back on his sock, back on his shoe, and exit the apartment. And that's it. The whole scene is shot in or made to appear to be shot in one take. So you see right before your very eyes Arthur go from leaving his apartment to being dead in his bathroom floor. You see professional, calculated, and emotionless murder happen in real time. No blood or gore or kicking or screaming. You actually don't hear a word from Arthur throughout this whole process. Just the terrified look in his eyes as he realizes how helpless he really is. And that's the death scene that stuck with me the most over the years, even when compared to more gratuitous violent films like Saw. It's stuff like this that really gives me the fucking heebie-jeebies, man. Let me know what you thought of this scene if you've seen Michael Clayton, and if not, drop some recommendations for similar scenes in other movies. I'd be interested to see what you have to say. If you found this video entertaining, be sure to assassinate that like button with horrifying indifference. And like I said before, I think I'm going to try to do this more regularly. My schedule is a little hectic, so depending on what happens with work, I'm going to upload as consistently as I can. But after February, I'm not going to be deploying for at least 4 years. So that'll be plenty of time for me to make as many videos as I want of interesting stuff like this. Right now, I'm just using my old camera I got back in like 2015, 2016, and I got these $20 lights off Amazon, and then this mic I already had. I'm not planning on investing any money into this right now. I want to prove the concept to myself first, because I have a bad habit of going gung-ho with equipment and then not coming through when it comes to actually executing. So I'm just going to do this for fun, see how I like it. So far, it's been really fun to be back in the creative process. And again, this channel is going to go wherever I want to take it, basically. And if you guys have any fun video ideas, drop them down below. I'm open to whatever. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this. Have a good one, and see you next time.